Coach, you're coming off a disappointing 2014 season, which was just your 6th losing season since taking over the Geneva program in 1993. Can you talk about your offseason and what's transpired that has you excited for 2015?
Well, the thing that has me excited is we're not playing last year, so that's good. Number 2 is I think this game of football teaches you a couple things, guys. When you're winning, you were all blessed with God-given ability. I think you need to realize that. You're blessed to have great coaches. Right now, we've got programs in this conference that are being nationally recognized. Relish that. When you go through the adversity in a game of football, you do one of two things. You either crawl in the corner and cry about it, or you come out fighting. So adversity really teaches us, especially losing, because it was a miserable year. What are you going to do about it? And I can tell you this, we had a team meeting right after we got thrashed by Westminster, and I thought that, Scott, you did a tremendous job of that game. And we just said something's broke. And what was broke is the fact that when you got 6 or 7 freshmen playing in the offensive line, you got a new quarterback, you got a bunch of guys hurt, what's going on? So you got to change. You got to be able to change something. Consequently, we've looked at everything. We have a different staff. We've had some guys that have taken some great jobs. They deserve that. And we've looked at that as an opportunity. Got a lot of energy around the table. I myself going to be spending more time on the defensive side. Pretty excited about that. By my temperament, you can see that I'm a defensive guy. And I think the biggest change is, I think you got to just sit back and say, this is football, it's a game. Let's not take this like life and death. We got people across the world that are losing their life because of Christianity. And we went, we had a losing record in conference. I mean, the bottom line is you got to change. I changed this year. I thought coming to this press conference a little in a different manner would help. So I just purposely came and I didn't wear any socks. Which I'm going to tell you why is a big deal. Now listen to me. My wife thinks that I left the house because I told her what I was going to do. So she made sure I wore them, and here they are. So as some things change, some things, guys, still remain the same. Didn't see that one, did you, Kevin?
You mentioned your quarterback last season, Aaron Channing. Aaron had a solid start as a first-year quarterback before suffering an injury. What is Aaron's status heading into camp? Also, can you talk a little bit about the young man here with you today, Thomas Benyo, and the impact you expect him to have on your defense?
Second year in a row, we get into the halfway point of the season. Our quarterback has an injury that not too many people know about. I thought Aaron threw the ball exceptionally well early in the season. Had a very difficult time throwing the ball. Ended up with an injury that I'm not going to talk about. He's healthy. He has gone through the biggest change as far as preparation. Really proud of the way he responded to the adversity. In fact, the guy to my left here, I think he's a catalyst of what we have in our locker room. Great leadership. When you guys think of leadership, you think of the head coach. Leadership is not that. Leadership is what goes on in your locker room and how you're motivating each other. He can address that. But these guys got after it in the off season, in the spring. We got something special, and I think we'll be fine.
You are about to enter your 23rd season leading the Geneva program. What are a couple key observations about the differences in the game since your first year as a head coach in 1993 and today?
Well, I mean, I don't go to the barber. That's number one. In 93, I did. I had hair like Sirianni. I think the biggest thing is it has become more of an entertainment thing. I think what happens on Sunday ends up showing up on Saturday afternoon or Saturday night. And you guys see it. I mean, college football is big money. And it's going to happen in D3. And the thing that as coaches at this level, it's more than just football. At our place, we're a Christian college. We make no bones about it. That's why I'm there. That's why I coach there. You're coming to a college because of the education now. And, back in the old day when the cost of school was cheap, you may go somewhere because of football. Give it a shot. But at our place, we had an engineering and a business program. That's what I see right now. I see the fact that football now is becoming more entertainment. It's driving towards that point. That upsets me. I wish we could go back in the old days, but we can't. You got to break the rearview mirror. I have issues with that. By the way, when you know you're getting older when you start looking at pictures of people in media guides that are in administration, and they're younger, and those are the presidents.
Geneva started the exploratory phase of its transition to Division III in 2005 and its provisional Division III membership in 2007 before finally gaining full membership and eligibility for the PAC Championship just a few years back in 2011. What does Geneva need to do to take the next step and climb to the top of the PAC football standings? And how do you feel that process is going?
Well, I think the process it's painfully slow. And as you can tell, that very excited. Every coach in this room's got a smile on their face because we're undefeated. That's going to change here in about a month. Some of us are going to be miserable. Some of you are still going to be happy. It's a process. We know that. We just got into this thing. We understand that the recruitment process is finding the right fit, looking at the major. Continuity is a big deal. We believe in that. We believe in the product that we have at our school. And I am fully convinced that we'll get there. I would think that this season is going to be a very good one. I would not count us out.
During your high school career at Western Reserve in Berlin Center, you were named an All-Ohio tight end. Talk a little bit about making the switch from tight end to safety and how you've been able to transition to play that position at an all-PAC level.
Well, I'd first like to thank you for bringing that up because I've been bugging Coach DeMarco here since end of football season to let me maybe play some tight end. So maybe that'll just be like a reminder,
We may do that. We've never thrown the ball at a tight end in 2 years.
That's the other thing. So. I keep telling them, you look around, like the Buckeyes' favorite team, they're winning. They have tight ends on the field.
I'm not Urban Meyer.
All right, I'm just saying. But playing different positions and different sports, I think help you with different aspects of the game. And like playing tight end, you got to be physical in the blocking game, and two, you have to be athletic out in like the space. So as a free safety, you have to be able to come down and make plays, and then also drop in the pass game. So I think that's helped. And then big thanks to my high school coaching staff. They're great guys. Know their stuff. That prepared me. And then Coach Quintana and Coach Pinchatti, coaching the safeties for the past, since I've been here. They helped me out a ton, and I think that's helped the success a lot.
You're entering your senior season with the Golden Tornadoes. How do you see yourself as a leader, not only within the defensive unit, but within the entire program?
I think from a defensive standpoint, I just try to go out and be a leader by example. Just go on the field and do what I'm told to do and do what I'm supposed to do, and let the younger guys kind of see me doing that. And that way I don't have to be a jerk to anyone. I don't have to yell at anyone. They just see me doing what I'm supposed to do, and that's how they learn. And answering any questions, obviously, young guys have. From a perspective of the entire team, I think Coach DeMarco, the way he sets up camp and the whole team aspect, allows me an opportunity to, mentor those younger guys and all my teammates really of any age, even like my close friends. They know they can come to me with anything. But as Coach Smith said, leadership. They have a bunch of seniors coming, and he knows how important leadership is. I think everyone in the room does. So we have a good group, core group of guys coming back that understand that also, and we're looking to use that, to have a successful season.
We mentioned that you were an Ohio resident. Being from Ohio, what attracted you to come across state lines to pursue your degree at Geneva College?
All right. Well, obviously this guy, the coaching staff, as you can see, he's quite the character. That's important to have a good connection with your head coach and your coaching staff, which I felt comfortable when I first came to Geneva. So that was a big aspect. And then two important things we touched on today, scholarships and then athletics. And, in the classroom, I wanted either engineering or business. And like he said, we have a great program in both of those. And all the teachers there, have experience in the workplace. And I think that's important because they're not just teaching you what's in the textbook, they're teaching you, real life stuff. And then from a football standpoint, I wanted to go somewhere I can play early, have an opportunity to play. And I thought, Geneva offered that to me. I know I can come in and compete and, earn some playing time, so.
Over the last 5 seasons, Geneva has ranked among the top Division III schools in total attendance and average attendance. Can you discuss the atmosphere and what it's like to play Saturday nights at Reeves Field?
Yeah, I'd first like to thank, though, the community and, the college, teachers, students, and also all the parents. Most parents, my parents come to every single one of my games since I've been a freshman, either whether it's all the way down in Thomas More or just at home. And I think, we got a good group in the community of Beaver Falls that comes out every game, they're interested in us, and then this college also. So that attributes to getting those big crowds, and it gets pretty exciting, going playing at home. I think we have, from when I've been around, it's been 700-800 win percentage at home, and we play into that home crowd. I think it's exciting. Kind of brings back like Friday Night Lights almost, playing home on Saturday nights. And the other teams, you come in and you're not ready. You got to get used to that crowd and that noise and that atmosphere. So I think that plays into it. You just know that you're coming into Reeves. It's going to be rowdy. So I think that's to our advantage.